Hello everybody, my name is Give a Tiger. Welcome to Jack and Daxter on the PS4. It has been a long time since Jack and Daxter has actually had a remaster. If I remember correctly, I think they did a remaster for the PS3, but I am not 100% sure. But I remember playing this when it was on the PS2. So, basically the story is about two gentlemen named Jack and Daxter. And let's just let them do their own introduction, shall we? So let's just start a new game. Okay, yes, I would like to create one.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Ow! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right. And then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You 2 couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
And we're now in full control. That's alright. And of course we met...
It's a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Okay. You gotta give me a minute. I'm trying to get the controls back down. It seems like circle is the spin Rooney. Squares is a punch. Of course, X would be your jump button. And triangle is your zoom. And R1 is your roll/crawl.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
And of course, you will do this. Hold up, let me see if I can get game options. Other graphics? No? Okay. Sound options. It seems like you cannot put in subtitles, so we will continue. Let us continue.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
And here we go. The first one has been grabbed. Yep. Anytime you see that, anytime that pops up, means it's been auto-saved.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
So pretty much, with this, you just gather all of them up. believe there is at least, yeah, there's 7 in each area. And when you collect the whole 7 of the area, they will give you a precursor power cell. And every time you collect one of these power cells...
Wow! That last scoutfly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Every time you collect one, Jack and Daxter will do some new pose.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
And I was getting ready to do that. This...
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
And there's really no secrets around this area, so... But anything that you get near it, when you have the Blue Eco, you will get close. Everything will get close to you. And you move a lot faster. And of course, the controls are going to be a little janky. Of course, it's the PS4 controllers. Now, when they...
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
So, of course... And I'm gonna get stopped here.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Yep. So, we power up. And when you get close, you open it, and you edit in another power. Like I said, Daxter will do a different type of thing. It's move.
Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
Just checking around. It's been a year since I played this game.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
And you get 3 hits per hit.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
And of course, there you go. That's all 50 of the eggs, precursor eggs, in this area. So each one has their set amount. If you get all of them, it just means an achievement. I plan on trying to 100% complete it. Need Blue Eco to get this activated. And just have to do is that. And I just warp here. It's the only thing I can warp to, because of course, that's the only thing.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
And of course, and you can occasionally could talk, but oh, there we go.
Some brave adventurers you two are. Back already and without clearing my blocked eco-harvesters. They're on the far side of the beach, boys. Now, get moving!
Of course, that's pretty much all you can just do. Just follow the path. And you come over here and you...
Hey, baby! What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Alright, that pretty much just gave us an extra mission to pretty much do. There's not literally like a mission-based thing. Sandover Village. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Ha! The biggest thing... And again, also this area will have 7. So we're going to start with this area, get all of the 7 first. Scout flies.
It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Of course. It's one of the biggest things that we want to do is look for these red boxes, because that will give us another thing. So that noise that you're kind of hearing, of course it faded away, it's down here. There it is. That little noise will always indicate where these guys are. And we cannot be in the water. More like we can't be in the deep end. If we go in the deep end, we're screwed, pretty much. So, again, we're not done with this area just yet, because of course we got people to talk to. But
Man,
okay.
come back to me.
And nothing back here. Like I said, it's been years since I played this game, so do bear with me if I'm kind of lost at some points. I think there's one back here. Nope. Alright. Of course, you can't activate.
Weird-looking thing. I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Yep, anytime you get those, that means those things just indicate you getting. Okay, you got 2 more in this area. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the, yep. I gotta get these boars back in the pen.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man trying to get them back into the corral?
And of course, our hero doesn't like to. You just pretty much stay behind him. And that's one. Come on. Come on, little Bessie. Come on, little Bessie. Alright, that's two. And of course, the turning on this is really sensitive. I think there's only three, but we're gonna make. There we go. Nope, there's one over here. Alright. And there's one there, so we got 5 in total, it looks like. You gotta do this one at a time, but just stand behind them. Just guide them towards the cage, and they'll just go in the rest of the way. And jump. And rolling, rolling, rolling. Come on, little buddy. Come on, Bessie. Do 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 do. And there we go.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Yeah, we gotta bring in the crops. Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
All right. That is 5 power cells. Now then, we need to get over there because there's somebody we want to talk to. Because this is one of the key things about this.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Of course, Jack mentions it. There we go. There's 6. Now, sometimes you just can't get to these jumps, but sometimes you gotta do the little rolling jump. And there's our last scout fly for this area, so that's all the scout flies in the area.
All right! You found all the scout flies in this area.
Of course.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
And every oracle contains at least 2, I do believe. Now, get the camera to kind of work with me here. Now, we're going to go to the beach first, but first we're going to come up here and get these eggs. And this is Fire Canyon, but we're not yet ready for this area, but I just wanted to come over here and get these eggs, since I was already over here. Drop down, and of course, slide. Sliding physics. Alright. Let's get on, little buddy. And of course, my favorite character out of all of this is, of course, Jack. I loved his things. Hello, bird lady.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainframe. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach.
Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Of course, this lady. Alright. Almost every house has at least one person, except the fisherman. The fisherman is not in this area.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old Precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 Precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Alright. And of course, we don't have exactly 90 just yet, but we'll figure that out. And I believe the mayor has actually more than just one. Actually, hold up, let's look back here. Now let's talk to him.
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing. If by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 Pecursor orbs.
So it's 180 we have to get. And of course, we don't actually want to do that, but we actually want the power cells. Alright. And last but not least, Sculptor Dude.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Which means we have to go to Misty Island, which means we need the boat. But of course, watch this.
Maybe we should go root out the fisherman. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river.
Alright, see? We can't. Because, of course, we can't technically take it. But our first mission, of course, is the beach. Well, let's make this a little faster.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
And everybody does respawn.
All right, treasure.
of course.
Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell! Let's go kick some big bird butt!
Right now we're trying to get all these things opened up so we don't have to deal with it later. And of course there's a power cell dealing with the cannon. Apparently this cannon guy cannot shoot. There we go. Alright, we're technically done with that area. And, of course, our next power cell, which is a lot easier than getting another one of them.
We have to get to the power cell before the pelican scoops it up again!
Ah, there we go. That's how you do it. Alright, there we go. We got it. First try, too. If you didn't get it, the pelican will get it. And, of course, yeah, these guys. Just basic little enemies. Alright. I think all we do is actually... Yep. Yep, just hit these, so this is the basic one. I don't think that card can get me. And of course one... Oh, I guess he didn't get to me. There we go. Alright.
Well, I see that you two have finally decided to unblock my collectors. I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
Of course, like I said, like the first one we just grabbed in the area, it's always a random one. So Daxter's the one who invented... Oh. I think I got caught there before. I believe that's it of the area. That's right, there should be something over here.
Hey, seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks.
Alright, there's the second one of the area. Now, we can't do this, so
we
this...
got a Pecursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff, so it ain't gonna help us!
So we can't do anything about this area because, for one...
Punch those poles out from below!
Well, no kidding, Daxter. That's it. I just brought the poles back up here. Ta-da. That's 5. And things do respawn, but I think it takes over time.
Are you near the egg yet? That's it. Just a little further. Oh, my, that was gentle. Careful. Easy does it. Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg.
Hold up, lady. Oh, shit.
We might want to talk to the bird watcher and see if we scramble that flood egg.
Well, I want Pecursor eggs first, so I gotta come back this way. And the fastest way of traveling is the rolling, rolling, rolling. There we go. There we go. Got him.
Oh my! I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
No!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
And another one. Egg overhauled. Alright. now we got 11 now, and now we're in a different little area. Punch. And I believe with that, I think, yep. And this should be the last one. There it is. All right. Now, of course, this area, the bomber can hit you over here. But, of course, we got to figure this out. But I believe next time, we're going to get on going with the forest area. Because, of course, we need to get into the forest area to activate some of the generators for this area. Get the gears turning for the village so we can get that. Get the boat so we can go to Misty Island to go get the ferret eye. To get the animal for the guy. But I believe this time I'm going to just call it. So I hope you all have a good one. And see you all next time. See ya.